everyone. I've been thinking about doing this video for a really long time, and something happened today that just made me so incredibly angry that I'm doing this video. And I'll get into it. I'm not so easily conned, so this really surprises me. My my radar must have really been off because I can usually tell when people are, lying to me and stuff like that. So I just can't believe that this actually ever even happened in the first place. But I will get right to the point. It was like last summer. I was at my tanning salon and there was a drawing box for a free gift certificate. So I put my name in the box and, I hadn't heard anything, but whatever, you don't always win that stuff anyway. Like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months later, I get this text message, not an email, not a phone call, just a text message saying I won a free hand and lip treatment and a gift certificate. And I'm like, well, what the heck did this even come from? Because I'd completely forgotten by then. So then, I went anyway. I checked out the place first. And it was Mary Kay. And I'm like, I've never really used their beauty products before because they used to make my face break out. I've always used Clinique, which I really like, and those people don't con you. So, anyway, so I went there anyways for the hand and lip treatment, and then they did a facial, and then you have to listen to their whole, spiel about, selling it and how much money you can make and all that stuff. Whatever, I wasn't interested. I kind of entertained the thought for like a second and I really wasn't interested. And then you fill out a questionnaire like, do you want a follow-up facial? Do you want a foot spa treatment? All that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh, the foot spa thing sounds nice. And she's like, oh, you want to come to one? We're having one in like a couple of days or something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I went and, then we were playing games and winning tickets and everything. And it was just me and two other ladies, which hightailed it out of there really quick before all the crap. And this is like the first thing. There were no prizes. I wanted to buy this one little thing that came with some free socks, and they didn't even let you buy that. They just like whisked everything away, put it all away, and that was done. And I'm like, wow, that kind of sucks. And then she kept bugging me about selling Mary Kay, this consultant, and she kept bugging me about selling Mary Kay. And I'm like, finally I said no, I'm not interested in it. I don't want to deal with having to have somebody do my taxes because now I'm making, an extra income, and I don't like driving at night. I don't like driving in the rain, and I don't like driving in the snow, So, basically I only like driving in the car when it's beautiful weather and you can put the windows open and all that kind of stuff. And so I really don't want to do this. And then she's like, well, you could do this just for your own products. And, as a consultant, you get everything 50% off. And I go, really? And she goes, yeah, there's no minimums. She said there are no minimum orders ever. You don't have to make a yearly minimum. You don't have to make a quarterly minimum. There are no minimum orders. I said, there are no minimum orders at all, ever. And she said, no, there are not. Okay, she said I could use it to get my own discount and there are no minimums in one sentence. So I took that to mean that I could get my discount and I wouldn't have to make any minimum orders. So now she's trying to, so I buy the $100, kit, which kind of was a hardship for me at the time. So I bought the $100 kit, which came with a bunch of stuff. And then she's trying to get me, to have a party right away and blah, 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 and all this stuff. Well, I ended up printing out flyers and giving out like 80 flyers to just like everyone that works in my building and that I kind of know or just seen on the street or seen in the grocery store, whatever, to get a free facial and do some gifts or something like that to get them in to do these facials. I am so lucky. I can't even tell you, even though I got conned, it was a lucky con. Somebody was out there looking out for me, let me tell you. Because no one came, except for one person that I know. She came. And she purchased something on a credit card. It was like $35. So then, of course, this woman's like, oh, you can only do credit card through ProPay. And there's like a $15 fee or something like that, $15 or $20 fee. Turned out to be a $40 fee to sign up with ProPay. Okay. So now I'm not making anything. I just spent $100 a kit, $40 on ProPay, and I got a $35 order. So I'm like, all right. So I'll put in an order for this $35. I'll add a few things for myself and, I'll be done with it. Well, the 50% off didn't come off the order. And I'm sitting there, what the heck am I doing wrong? Looking at everything, whatever. So I call her on the phone. I'm like, hey. She goes, oh, I'm just getting ready for a party, what? And I go, well, the 50% off isn't coming off of my order. She goes, well, remember I said you had to place an order of $500? I said, no, you never said that. You never said that. What she did say at one point when we were consulting is she said, you get all this free stuff if you place $500 order, $1,000 order, $1,500 order. If your first order is, all this stuff and you make it within like 7 days or whatever, you get all this free stuff. Thank goodness my order wasn't $500. I would have been like in so much trouble later on when I finally found out about all this. And so I was really angry. I mean, the day that I signed up for it, I was having computer issues. I was having tablet issues. I barely got the order for my kit placed. I couldn't read the agreement. I couldn't print the agreement. But I figured, I asked all the right questions. So I was almost in tears when she said that. And I hung up. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Because I was like almost crying. That's how upset I was, because $100 to me is a lot of money. So I was really upset. I called ProPay. I wanted to cancel everything. Well, since I had already put her charge card through, I couldn't cancel it right away. I had to wait, a few days or whatever. And so that was awful. So then I called the company. And I go, what can you tell me about this? Because I was told there's no minimums, and now I'm finding out there's a $500 minimum. And she's like, oh, yeah, you have to make, a $500 order every quarter to receive your 50% off. I go, wow, that's totally not what I was told. And then the customer service agent did something that no good customer service agent should do. She said, okay, like I don't know this already. She said, well, you should have read the agreement before you placed the order. Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you. Yeah, I should have read the agreement. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Stupid idiot. How could you say that to me when I'm already upset? Like, that's really going to put me over the top. Like, I don't know right at this point. I should have read the agreement. Okay. So now I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my God, what happens then? What happens if you don't place your, $500 order? Do you get kicked out? So I call back again and I'm like, I need to see this agreement. Can you help me out? I'm going to put you on hold. Okay. She puts me on hold. Another person puts me on hold. Like, okay, I'm on my break. I don't have this time to hold. So I get her back on the phone. I'm like, where can I find the agreement? Oh, well, we can't send you an agreement. That's what the second person says. No, we can't send you an agreement. Okay, where can I find it online? I don't know. I can transfer you to our tech guy. Okay, but before you transfer me, I have some questions. Click. I'm on hold again. All of a sudden, the tech guy comes on the phone. I go, okay, right now, I am super mad. And I tell the tech guy very calmly, I'm super angry. I need to find my agreement. Where is it at? This woman just transferred me to you when I had another question. She didn't even listen to me. Oh my gosh. So he said, well, maybe I can help you. I said, well, okay. So he tells me where to find the agreement. And he goes, maybe I can help you. Maybe I can answer your question. And he did. And so I found out, you place your $500 order and then you're good for 3 months. Any orders within that 3 months, you can get you 50% off on. If if you don't do anything, and basically it's like $500 every time you want to place an order, but you at least have to place one order a year that's $500, or else you're kicked out, I guess. So you can't be a consultant anymore. So, okay, so now I know. There were a couple of people that I knew that wanted to place orders, so I did scrape up an order. I mean, this is like $500 retail, so actually it only comes to like $250 wholesale. So, I scraped I scraped some people together. I scraped some money together. We got a $250 order, and I placed the one order. Probably will never ever place another order because now the mascara is bothering my eyes and all of this stuff. And the stuff does not last. They tell you, hey, this is a 6-month supply. It isn't. It's at the most a 4-month supply if you cut the tubes open and scrape out the inside with your fingers for like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, that's how bad it is. And then another thing that they con you into, they're like, oh, we're going to take a before and after picture. So here's your before picture. Do not smile. Do not smile. I mean, they will not take your picture unless you are not smiling. So when you're not smiling, you look like this. Okay, you see how your face is drooping? Your wrinkles? Okay? This is you not smiling. Then you put makeup on and you look really great, and they say, smile. You use all their cosmetics and their stuff, and smile now. Do you see how tight my face looks? Now see how tight your face looks on our products? Whoa. Define your face looking tight on your products. That's your face looking tight. Because you're smiling. Because you're smiling. That's why your face is looking tighter. So, I mean, that's a con right there to every woman who uses that stuff, who believes at a party what they're telling you. You can go and do anything and you smile, your face is going to look tight. You can wash your face with soap and smile and your face is going to look tight. There's no magic there. Their products are no magic. So, I was really mad about the whole situation. I never do this because I don't have time. I do not have time to be a crabby, mean, and vindictive person. I just don't. I don't have time to con people. It's just not what I want to be with my life. I want to be happy. I want to do happy things. I want to be a great person. But I was just angry enough that I sat down and I typed out a letter to the president of Mary Kay. And I sent it. And I got a phone call, not from the president himself, but I got a phone call from his assistant. And she said she was sorry to hear about all this and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, thanks for calling me. And then a little while later, I got a phone call from the customer service manager, and she was appalled at how I was treated by her customer service agents, both of them. And so she sent me, she goes like, oh, what products do you like? Well, at that time, I hadn't even placed my first order. I had no idea what I liked. And I'm like, I like the satin hands. So she sent me like $70 worth of satin hands. I got a lot of satin hands, so. But they're great for my nail polish reviews. Anyway, so, that was nice. I do have to say that. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm making this video. Okay, so now I get emails from the company, blah, blah, blah. And every once in a while, I get emails from the consultant who lied and ripped me off. Okay? So finally, I get this this email. Because she's trying to be a super consultant, so she gets to win a car and all this crap. I don't care. I don't want to be on your mailing list. So the email came through, and I was just in a perturbed mood, and I was on my break, and so I said, take me off your mailing list. Oh, and then I saw something that said, oh, I could block the sender. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just block the sender too. Somehow it didn't block her from my email. And she had the nerve enough to email me back, done, in all caps, D-O-N-E, okay? To me, done in all caps means screw you, like that's like flipping someone off. It's exactly what it's like. So that's what made me mad enough to make this video, and just, if they tell you this is a great thing and all that, it's really hard stuff to sell, obviously, because I sent out 80 flyers and I didn't get anybody who's even remotely interested in it. And yeah, and that's just rude. You know what? You don't say done like that and take somebody off your mailing list. You just quietly take them off of your mailing list and be real pleasant about it. That's what a pleasant person does, not a vindictive, horrible witch. I don't get her. I'm the one out money. I don't get her, treating me like that. That was just horrible. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to tell you her name. It's Julie Keys from the Cadillac Keys. That's her unit, Cadillac Keys. And she's like, oh, I forget, I can't remember whose unit she's in, but she's in like somebody in Madison's unit, Madison, Wisconsin's unit, and some like big muckety muck. She seemed pretty nice, but as far as being lied to, I don't agree with that. And I had went to a meeting, excuse me, I went to a meeting, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm so excited. There's like no minimums and all this. You think like not one person in that whole meeting could have told me, yeah, there is a minimum. No, nobody told me anything. So, I don't have a good feeling for that company or any of those ladies that are in the Madison unit or anything like that. I just think they all suck. And I'm telling you, they all suck. So, the products are just okay. I'm going to go back to Clinique. I like Clinique. They give you free stuff. When you buy stuff, you get free stuff. Like a whole bag of free stuff. So I just went through yesterday and bought my mascara that doesn't make my eyes weird and irritated. And, I got a bag of free stuff. So I'm happy with that. But I just thought I'd tell y'all, and I thank you for watching and listening to me, and I hope I can save somebody else from making the same mistakes I did. Now, read your agreements. Obviously, that's a known right now. So obviously, that's one lesson you'll come away from this. Number 2, if anybody at Mary Kay approaches you to sell it, it's really hard to sell, and make sure that they're not lying to you as well. So, but thanks for listening to my rant, and I'm really glad I got this video made, and I'm really glad you guys are all watching it. Thank you so much, and thank you for the subscribers that I do have. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. I love doing YouTube videos. I love having subscribers. I think it is so fun. I don't know, I just love it. And thank you all for watching. And, hopefully you'll join my channel and you'll subscribe, and you'll be subscribers too if this is the first time to my channel. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And, I do answer my comments. So if you have any comments, let me know. You can leave it in the comments below. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.